Hey guys, so today I've decided to do a what's in my kit video. I've been a makeup artist for just over 2 years now, but I'm not a freelance makeup artist. I actually work on a counter and then go and do like bridal parties, generally from like January through till March, and that's like the New Zealand bridal season. And if I've been asked to do a photo shoot or work on like a competition or something like that, I will go out and do that. And that's what my kit is mainly based around. So yeah, when I first started as a makeup artist, I had no clue what to stock in my kit, like no idea whatsoever. But over the last 2 years, I've kind of sifted through so many products to really weed out the ones that are just not going to be suited for a kit and for like, you know, the money that you charge a client, the time that you give them. You want to be giving them a really good quality service. So I feel like what I've stocked in my kit is something that I've taken a lot of time and pride into perfecting. So this is my personal collection. I'm really stoked with how it is. So I really hope it kind of gives you guys who are breaking into the industry a little bit more knowledge or just an insight into what other makeup artists stock. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoy it. So I'll just start with what I obviously carry everything in. This is my MAC Zucca traveling makeup kit, and this thing has like a zillion pockets in it, like so many. But on the sides I carry my handle mirror. I usually have tissues popped in the side there as well. There's like a pocket there, a pocket here. I don't generally use these just because I know I'm gonna lose so much because they're so big, those pockets. And more here, that's just my brush apron, more through here, and it also comes with a cover. So obviously when you're traveling as a makeup artist, you don't want it to get damaged or wrecked from the weather or anything like that. So it has kind of like a little umbrella cover that goes on top of it. Obviously being a travel kit, it is very portable, and I will show you. So it has an extension handle and it has some wheels. So they actually give you a second pair of wheels, which is really good because the more I think about it, I can be a little rough with it if I'm in a hurry. So yeah, it's really good to know that I can replace them if I have to. But yeah, it's just a travel trundler. It's so good and it's really light, really easy just to lug around with you. So this little guy generally just sits on top of my kit. This thing has been through hell and back. Like, I've had it for so long. It's definitely seen better days, but I just generally stock all my lashes and my skincare and stuff like that in there, but I will get to that soon after I've gone through my kit to show you guys what's inside it. So I'll just unzip the front pocket and show you the first appearance of what's inside my kit. These Zucca pockets, there's 4 of them. These were provided with the kit, and that's where you hold all your products. I'm not sure if you can buy them individually as well if you want more, because I know I could probably stock another 3 up top, but that is absolutely fine for me at the moment because I found some other bits and bobs to store in there. So yeah. So at the top I always stock my foundations. I don't know why, I think it's just because I usually prep the skin first, so that's the first thing I want to get out, but generally I lay everything out anyways, so I'll take that first one out. So there you see the big MAC label on the front of it, and I will just open it and show you guys what's inside. So at the moment I've been stocking Even Better by Clinique and Clinique's Beyond Perfecting. So you'll probably also notice in my kit that I stock a lot of Clinique, but just because it's fragrance free and allergy tested, it's really trustworthy on any client that I'm not going to have any reactions or anything like that. So I just feel really safe using their products. So the reason why I stock Even Better, that has got a light to medium weight coverage and it's a really dewy finish, so I really like that for kind of like bridal parties and stuff like that, and then dust over with the translucent powder. And then I have the new Beyond Perfecting foundation and built-in concealer from Clinique. Full coverage, it adds hydration when the skin's dehydrated and then absorbs oils when the skin's oily, so it's a really good product. I use the Double Wear Light just because if someone wants a matte finish but doesn't want a heavy coverage, that is a fantastic product. And then my concealers, I use all of Clinique's highlighting airbrush concealers. They're really good. So I've got my, my pink tone, my peach tone, my medium tones for that. And so this concealer palette sits in there as well. So I have like so many concealer colors to choose from. And then I've got some random like color correcting colors in there as well. So this is what I just stock at the moment. Doesn't mean to say I always stock this. I do stock a lot of MAC, I do stock a lot of Double Wear and Redness Solutions by Clinique, but this is what I'm generally stocking just at the moment, especially after working on some weddings. So my second pocket contains all my eyeshadows. So these are all the palettes and single eyeshadows that I've decided that I kind of just want to stock for mainstream kind of makeup. So I've got things like the Maybelline Tattoo creams. I just mainly use these as bases. These are really good to hold on to eyeshadow for and just be kind of like a little primer on the lids. So I also stock a couple of like MAC loose pigments, and it's just currently ball season at the moment, and these have been so popular. Glitter seems to be a massive craze at the moment, so which I can't deny because I friggin' love wearing glitter myself. So yeah, no, they have been really big in my kit. I also stock Urban Decay Naked 3 and Naked 2 palette. I've got the 15-piece Warm Neutrals eyeshadow palette by MAC. This thing is friggin' insane. I use it all the time, like all the time. I also stock some singular eyeshadows by MAC, and I just try and kind of complement where there is need, if you know what I mean. Like if there's something like a color that's not in my Naked 2 or in my Naked 3 or in like this palette, I will just, you know, try and find ones that aren't in there so that I can, you know, balance it all out. So yeah. And then I have my Bobbi Brown eyeshadow palette. Now, and just because I love, what the hell? Oh my god, I wiped that down with methylated spirits. Okay, I ruined the front of that. But I stock a couple of sleek palettes. So this one is the Acid palette. So I love this one because I don't stock too many like bright colors, especially when it's like wedding season, but I just stock it in case there is some need for it. And I also stock the Clinique Aromatics in White palette. So this is like a limited edition, but it has really cool like kind of browny green khaki tones in there and stuff. But yeah, that one's a really cool palette. But as you can see, everything is just really neutral toned and stuff like that. There's a whole lot of mattes and shimmers in that palette, and then Naked palettes are just real standard, just like that. But you know, when you're just doing a general makeup, that's sometimes what clients want, but that's why I throw in the sleek palette in there for some color as well. Okay, so the third pocket is my highlighters, my powders, and my blushes. So inside this pocket, I pretty much stock a variety of stuff. My main like full coverage powders are by Clinique. That's the Almost powder, and then I have another Double Wear color that I don't have in these colors. I have my MAC Soft and Gentle highlighter, and then I also have my translucent powder that goes on top of my foundation. So that is actually the Clinique Invisible Blend and translucent powder. I then also stock a couple of highlighters, like I have my Clinique Chubby Stick Hefty Highlight. I actually stock this one. Now this is by DB Brands. This is like $15, but I swear by it. I don't care what anyone says that it's drugstore or not, but this is fantastic. It's such a beautiful creamy highlighter. And my contouring stick, creamy contouring stick that I use is by Clinique. Some more blushes that I use, I have the Clinique Cheek Pop. I have a MAC Soft Color, so that's really nice for fair skins. And then I have some cool kind of like mineralizing ones. I have a Chanel one. This is like a really cool like shimmery peachy pink one. And then I have the new sculpting ones by Clinique. So that one's got a cheek sculpting, a cheek, and then a highlighting color. So I've got a couple of those. I've got a MAC one, I've got Dior, I've got Lancome, I've got NARS. So this palette, this one really helps me out. It's a 4 blush palette, and then it has a highlighter and a contouring palette. It's like a god 6-in-1, if you want to call it that. Just so much easier. And then I just have a little contouring kit, which is the Australia Says one. But in saying that, I don't always use that. I actually use this one. That's just called the bronzer. I use that a lot, and then I use my Clinique Chubby Stick. So yeah. Okay, so last one is my lipstick pocket. Woohoo! So this is my lipstick pocket. I do have a lot more color selection of lipsticks, but this is just what, again, I've chosen to put into my kit. Very neutral in saying that I do stock Wild Candy, and you know, that's like a purple and a bright orange, bright pinks, but you know, you just got to keep these things on hand. You never know if someone's just going to throw you a curveball and be like, hey look, I want to wear like bright purple on my wedding day. But so I've just recently stocked my kit with the new Clinique Lip Pop lipsticks. So they've got a built-in primer, and I just love their whole collection. They've got such a beautiful variety of nude tones, so like they've just brought out so many pink nude tones. They're amazing. I do stock my MAC lip palette, so that's all my brown tones. Stock a couple of MAC ones, nothing major. I do actually need to do another order on some MAC ones, but so I stock a bit of Estee Lauder lipsticks, and I stock a lot of their lip glosses. These are the liqueur ones, but they've just got quite a heavy pigment and they last quite a long time, so I like those ones. I have some matte glosses, and then I just have a couple of Lancome's glosses. And if you guys are wondering what the hell this is, I actually stock a lot of tester pots in my kit, just because a lot of clients obviously don't have the lipstick that they've chosen from my kit. So what I do is take a cotton tip and just take a little bit of my lipstick off it and place it into the pot, and then my clients got it for the rest of the day to top up, because obviously the lipstick isn't going to last all day. So I know they appreciate that, because there's nothing worse than trying to find another colour out of your purse. So yeah, there is my lipstick pocket. Okay, so now that I've gone through all my pockets, I'll show you guys what this is. So I purchased this from the warehouse for $5, and it is so handy to have, because it's just so like neat and tidy and easy. So this is where I hold everything, like my mascaras. I have my brow pencils and creams and stuff like that, eyeliners and lip liners. So I'll just show you this one. I use quite a lot of Lancome and Clinique especially, just because again I'm really cautious of my clients, and I have a lot of, like, I've come across a lot of people who have sensitive eyes, so I just can rely on Clinique, because I know that again they're allergy tested and fragrance free, so you know they're one step above everyone else when it comes to looking after kind of that area. I have a bit of doll's eyes, but I carry some blues, I carry some black browns, some more Lancome. That's the Pony Cosmetics mascara. I've been using that one a lot, because you've got your volume and your lengthening, so they're actually different wands that come out of that, so it's quite cute. Next one is my eyebrows. So I carry the whole line of Clinique brow pencils, and I probably carry like 3 of each color, but I love them. I just find them so precise and easy to use on clients, so they're great. And I always use an angle brush just to soften the look of any lines with those. Use some powders by Pony Cosmetics. So they, like, I have different tones, like 3 of these would be lightest, medium, and then the darkest, and then this one would be like a cream gel, just to set everything into place. And then I just have just one, but I do plan on getting a whole lot more, is the Anastasia Dipbrow in the colour Chocolate. Okay, there is so much to get through in this one. This is all my eyeliners, so I have things like my gel liners by Clinique, that one, and then like a brown one, that one's called Black Honey. I have my little Estee Lauder what am I talking about? Pencil sharpener. I just have so many, like I have stuff from, I have a lot of gel liners, glitter gel liners from Collections, but I really rate their glitter liners. They're so cute, and yeah, they stay a long time. Stock a bit of Chi Chi as well. I have things like Clarins, Clinique again, more Clinique. I have, a lot of Chi Chi eyeliners as well. Just so much, but I have a variety of colours, as you can see. And for liquid liners, again, like I have Lancome. This one is really cool. This is by DB Brands, and it's like a, obviously lilac kind of purple, but that does not budge, that stuff. It just lasts forever and ever. And I have one in like a turquoise blue as well. Okay, and then for lip liners, I don't have a massive range of lip liners, but I don't want to like complicate it. I just keep it really simple. So again, I carry everything from Clinique with their lip colors. They're actually bringing out a whole new range in, I think it's November, which I'm so excited about because I saw some of the colors and they're friggin', they're gnarly, they're sick, so they're really cool. And just a couple of other colors from Estee Lauder, and then one from Jordana. But like I said, that just covers each and every kind of color that I need to match up with lipstick, so I don't try and complicate it too much. So I'll just restack everything back into my kit. It is just so easy, so simple, and just saves so much time. I used to carry around like 2 big metal containers before I got this, and it was just so frustrating. Like, it was just not ideal if you had to carry a whole lot of stuff. So just like that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, just like that, done and done. It's so easy. Okay, so now I'll show you guys what I stock in my skincare range. So yeah, this is where I started off practically with 2 of these things, which, you know, is absolutely fine because they do hold on to everything. They store everything really well. But I just got to the point where I had so much stuff that, and I would just get really shitty when I had too much stuff to carry. So investing in something like this was it was just the best thing for me, just because I found it, I didn't lose my shit all the time when I had to carry these. But, you know, like I said, they're still absolutely fine to use. So just on first opening it, as you can see, this is the top department of it. So as my primers, I generally stock strobe cream. I know it's a moisturizer, but I generally always prep my client's skin with a toner and then a moisturizer, and then I use my strobe cream as a primer. It's just so good under any kind of foundation. And then I stock the Clinique Universal Primer. So I have my Fix Plus Spray by MAC, so that's more of my setting spray to diffuse any powders, and then I have my mineralizing charged water, so that I just apply before I apply like foundation and stuff. Moisture Infusion Serum by MAC, but I only generally use this if I have a super like dehydrated client who needs extra prepping before I put down their foundation. I actually just randomly stock a couple of OPI nail polishes, just because on a couple of occasions I've had clients who have been so rushed, if it's a wedding or something like that, they completely forget about doing their nails. So I don't know, it's just kind of cool just to, I don't know, be able to accommodate them with stuff like that so they can paint their nails while you're with them. And then I'll just open that up. Okay. Inside I have a whole lot of Colour sponges. They're just used for any odd reason, like to wipe away fallout or to apply concealers, foundations, anything like that. I have a huge bag of disposable mascara wands. So I have so many different styles of mascara wands, because at the end of the day that's what mascara comes down to. My camera isn't focusing. Yeah, that's what mascaras come down to, is the wand. At the bottom I have all my makeup removers, so again, more Clinique, just so trustworthy. So I use the Take the Day Off cleansing cream, so I have a couple, cleansing milk, sorry. I have a couple of those bottles, and then I have the Take the Day Off makeup remover, and another one there as well. What one's that called? It's Lip Duel. And that one, both of these will remove heavy eye and lip makeup. My brush cleanser, and I also stock the Clinique No. 1 clarifying lotion, just to cleanse the skin if anyone's like hasn't really cleaned or toned their skin before they come and see me. I just like to give it a good clean. And I also carry a little hair clip that just comes in real handy when, you know, people don't tie their hair up. Carry tweezers to apply lashes with. And then I have all my cotton tips, I have cotton pads, and I stock a shitload of mints, because that's all I live off is coffee and mints when I do makeup. It's because, yeah, that is what kind of like the prepping side of my makeup applications are like. So yeah. And just close that back up. So I am not going to show you guys my brushes because I can't be bothered going into all of that. I might say that for another day, but I'll just pop that because that usually just sits up there. And I'm actually completely out of stock of lashes at the moment, so if you guys have got any recommendations of any brands I should stock, please do comment down below so I can check them out before I start getting back into wedding season. So yeah, that's just how I always set up my kit, ready to go see clients. Like I said, I put tissues down the side there. And I'm just trying to think if there's anything else that I have to kind of cover. All my brushes go into my pocket there, into the apron. So yeah, I hope this helped you guys out a lot if you were kind of interested in what other makeup artists kind of stock. Everyone's different in their own way. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed it, please do give it a thumbs up. And until next time guys, I will speak to you soon. Bye!